3 weeks ago. I got suspended because a union buster called me a homophobic slur. It's all over the news. You can see it's not a lie. My name's Emmanuel Trinidad. I was on a 3-week paid suspension thanks to my DSP, the same module that Amazon hides behind. The union busting is so big that today, as you guys seen on camera, there's NYPD behind us.
Hey, it's Jordan. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the only independent outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up.
If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel Trinidad.
So tell me, how long have you worked here and what's it like, this momentum? The energy is great here.
I'm gonna start off with the energy is great. As you can see, I lost my voice from yesterday being one of the main ones out here, but it's great. You know, I've been working at Amazon delivering smiles, as they would say, for over a year now. And a day-to-day life at Amazon is just basically you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears on the line and make sure that customers are happy, but you're not getting what you deserve.
You know, I've been talking to people and it's like one horror story after the next. Driving in particular, you know, bending over back and forth on top of 10-hour drives. Some people have to, after driving 10 hours, then drive an Uber because they're not making enough, no health insurance. What should people know about what you guys are going through driving?
I mean, firsthand, I went through it. I sprained my ankle on my second day on the job, and Amazon will say they did the right thing by holding a job for me. I came back 2 months later. I wasn't paid at the time. I had to be home and figure it out, you know? And basically, I would just say that everybody should know that it's a right of yours to exercise your First Amendment and organize, because it's the only way you get a good job.
And for you, what's it like? What do you generally, how many hours are you driving? What's the load? I mean, I'm hearing 200-something packages in a route.
So I'm gonna be honest, my main fight, and they always tell me, why are you fighting? We don't give you much packages. Ever since I joined the Teamsters, I don't get more than 200 packages in a day. And some of my brothers and sisters here, if you can see and ask them yourself, they get over 300, sometimes 400 packages. And to me, it's unfair. Just because I use my voice, you respect me. I'm fighting for all of us, not just myself.
And to deliver 300 packages, I mean, in like 10 hours, I mean, when would you eat? When would you pee? When would you even take a break for like more than 5 minutes?
Honestly, Amazon knows the problem at hand. We don't have time to eat. That's why they give us bags of chips every day to keep you happy, think that, you know, they care about you. And about the way you use the bathroom, one time I was written up, they said that I threw a bottle of urine on the street. The write-up did not go through. I was innocent, and Amazon had to throw it away. But it shows the problem at hand. People don't even have time to use a bathroom. They're using it in a bottle and not even disposing of it. We need better conditions, we need better pay, and we need better benefits.
And it seems to me, I mean, this is a company worth trillions of dollars for the amount of money they're spending on union-busting consultants, lawyers, PR. They would save money if they just paid you more, benefits. Why do you think that they are so, you know, fiercely opposed to the union?
Honestly, this is what I tell my brothers and sisters every day. If they recognize themselves, the investment that Amazon is doing every day. Today I just learned of a new position, and it's called Traffic Operations Manager. That's what they're calling a new security out here. I guess they probably got hired yesterday since the strike. The union busting is straight disgusting. I honestly came back from a paid suspension 3 weeks ago. I got suspended because a union buster called me a homophobic slur. It's all over the news. You can see it's not a lie. My name's Emmanuel Trinidad. I was on a 3-week paid suspension thanks to my DSP, the same module that Amazon hides behind. The union busting is so big that today, as you guys seen on camera, there's NYPD behind us. Union representatives themselves are out here breaking picket lines, putting barriers against us and trying to quiet us, but it's not going to happen. The fight is not going to happen. It doesn't matter if one person gets arrested or 30, we're still going to be out here and fighting for what we deserve.
And can you tell me about, you said the union buster called you that slur. What was the context of that? Were you not giving him the answer he wanted? Why did he say that?
Honestly, man, your question is as good as mine, but what me and my union leaders have discussed, and the only thing that I could come to conclusion is everybody in this building knows that I'm a Teamsters leader and I'm a driver. The narrative they're painting is that we're out here paid by Teamsters. I'm an Amazon driver. I was suspended, like I said. The context was he was trying to get a reaction out of me that would have made different type of headlines, if you get what I mean.
Gotcha.
Amazon Teamsters member assaults union buster. No, the truth is the truth. I held my composure as an American taxpaying citizen that just wants what he deserves.
Yeah. And can you kind of talk about, we hear in the media, whether it's Democrats, Republicans, oh, unemployment's low and the stock market's good and the economy's good. I mean, we're hearing from people are sleeping in their cars that work here because they can't afford rent. People working more than one job. I'm sure you've had your stories. It doesn't seem like the economy's great for the actual workers.
It's actually not. You know, it doesn't matter what people's idea is about this. The reality is the reality. You know, there's nights that me, myself, go to sleep at night crying literally because I didn't get the amount of Christmas gifts from my family that I expected that I'd be able to by this time of the season. And I'm still out here striking because of it. We're a few days away from Christmas and we just have to fight for what we deserve. They'll paint this and that on the media about the economy, but let's get real. You watching this right now, how are you doing economically?
And talk about that, because I was talking to one of your coworkers. He's saying when he gets home, sometimes he can't even make it to the bed. He just collapses on the couch. How do you even like play with your kids, spend time with your family if after 10, 11-hour shifts and the crazy quotas they're putting on you?
There's no time for that. That's all I can say. You know, when you work for Amazon, that's simply what you are, an Amazon employee. As much as they want to say that you're a third-party driver, you're an Amazon employee. They won't let me work if I wear a Yankees jacket, but I have to wear an Amazon jacket and then I'm in uniform. So who do I work for real, you know? And honestly, we just we love our job, but we want to get what we deserve for payment and benefits-wise.
Do you think that Jeff Bezos or any of the executives at Amazon could do what you do? You think they could deliver 200 packages in, 9-10 hours?
I have a deal for Jeff Bezos. If I could see him deliver 300 packages in 10 hours, I'll tell all my union brothers to go home right now.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Appreciate it. And that's the other part. I mean, you're supposed to work. I mean, you got to work to live, right? This is a capitalist society, but the American dream is like, you work, you get the weekends. You could spend time with your family. You could coach your kids' baseball league. You could spend time with your wife, have Sunday family dinners. Whether it's UAW workers we've interviewed, whether it's Amazon workers. I mean, what's left of their lives? They got no energy, or they have to work other jobs. So there is no work-life balance. There is no life. It's just work. And that's billed as a strong economy. And the Republicans do it too. I guarantee you, Trump will come in and he'll say that the economy is great. The economy's not great. The economy is a hunger's game. It's terrible. How long you worked at Amazon for, and kind of tell us about the energy out here and this strike?
So I started working at this warehouse, JFK 8, in 2020. I no longer work there. I was unfairly terminated for getting involved in organizing this union.
Seems to be a pattern they do.
It is a pattern. It is a pattern. So it's definitely amazing to see. I think us getting to this moment right here, it's very emotional for me. It's been a lot of trials, a lot of struggle, I think a lot of sacrifice on the part of many, many people. But this moment feels so empowering that it's all worth it. We're here right now. So
for you personally, I could tell them firing you and just for getting involved in this has really affected you and your life. Can you tell us kind of your personal story, what you went through?
Absolutely. So I was actually in a supervisory position here. I got promoted. I started working as a picker. So I was working at the pick station, which is infamous for being one of the harder positions working here. It's very repetitive. It's very fast paced.
For people that don't know, a picker's just you're moving the product all day long.
Yeah. You're expected to pick over 300 products an hour. So it's very fast paced. I got promoted quickly within my first year of working there, and I was onboarding new hires, and I was onboarding maybe on average 100 new hires every week, and that's Amazon's turnover model right there. That's 100 workers to replace the 100 workers that just left on a weekly basis. So
they're basically moving the workers at the same pace as the products. It's almost just like treating you like your products on a conveyor belt.
100%. They treat us like we're numbers, that we're very easily replaceable. That's why job security is something that we are fighting for. I think in my years as a learning trainer, I definitely just experienced seeing, I think I was almost fighting grievances. We even have a union we didn't have a union here yet when I became a learning trainer, but every single day I had workers who saw me as someone who could help them and someone who was a leader to fix problems that just shouldn't happen, like insane problems, like their accommodations not being honored. They're being forced to train in positions with horrible injuries, discrimination, unfair discipline, honestly getting written up by automatic systems, and having to fight that every single day because there's just computer errors happening.
Justine was talking about even pregnant women weren't getting breaks, or you were still having to meet the same quota. Women having miscarriages, Amazon not really accommodating.
Yes. That is unfortunately a real thing that we have experienced, that our coworkers have experienced, and it's not something. I think when we're fighting to build this, also fighting for the workers who are struggling the most because of Amazon, that's really important to us. So I'm glad she mentioned that person and these stories, because horrific things like that happen.
I don't think a lot of people realize. I remember when I was out here a few years ago, people were telling me, there's 100 people that sleep in their cars overnight because they're homeless, working here full time. You got people, I was interviewing folks in the Queens location yesterday, drivers. They drive for 10 hours, but then have to do Uber after. I mean, there's a disconnect, because they're like $1 trillion company. So it just seems to me, and now that they're using AI, it's even accelerated in just trying to squeeze as much out of you guys for as little as possible.
Absolutely, 100%. It's squeezing every single worker for as much as they can take, and really what they're doing is they're stealing from us. They're stealing our labor. They're not giving us our fair share. So it is.
What do we do?
I think even just the reason we're on strike specifically right now is because Amazon also just fails to follow the law. This is an unfair labor practice strike. So there's so many things where so many ways in which Amazon is hyper exploitative, but also is just not held accountable for the things that happen here. So we, the workers, are going to be the ones who are leading this movement to hold them accountable.